Good day to everyone and to Dr. Kelly. My name is Joanna Eve and I will be presenting on a report that I have been doing according to the initial data from Dr. Kelly and also from my sample data, which has 200 data in it. Before I start, I would like to clear up the content in this slide. The content includes the introductions, the results, summary, and also the conclusion. Okay, so the first slide would be the frequencies of the order date from 2014 up to 2017 based on quarterly basis. As you can see from this frequency graph, in quarter 1 has the least order of 26 and the quarter 4 has the most order at the total of 72. This may be due because of the impact of holiday seasons. And then next slide is that let's see that we the frequencies of ship mode on the left side, the highest frequency goes to standard class. Now look on the right side of the segment frequency, the graph shows that there is 111 segment in consumer, 50 in corporate, and 39 in home office. Alright, on this next slide, the left side shows that the frequencies of category, making office supplies the top of the frequency, which is 117, and the lowest goes to furniture, making it 41. At the right side of this frequency is that frequency of region. If you can see, the frequency on the west are much higher than south. East goes on the second on the list, and central it goes in the middle. In this next frequency cells, in this next slides is what we call frequencies of cell. They are 123 cells around the amount of $1 and $101, 25 around $101 to $201, and 18 on $201 to $301. We'll talk about the frequencies of cells just now, and now let's look at frequencies of quantity. In this graph, the highest frequencies it can go up to is 128 of quantities, and second highest is 41 and 18 up to 1, the lowest. Look at this histogram graph of discount rates. The highest frequency can go up to 95 of discount rate, 75 for the second frequencies. Now look at the profit. The highest frequencies is 151 of profit. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. So this is what we call average sales for the home office sector. If you look at on the left side, this is the home office sector. You can see the highlight mean, confidence level, upper limit, lower limit, and population mean. This is how we find how we want to find the upper limit and lower limit. So the upper limit for home office sector is $183 and $37, and the lower limit is $66.27. So I'm very confident, 95% confidence that the population mean is 249 based on the confidence interval. And if you look at the right side, this is the average profit of sales for East only. So in East, the upper limit is $401.86 and the lower limit is negative $142.38. And I'm 55% confident that the population means is in between the confidence interval. The population mean is also 249.92. Now let's look at the next slide again. The average quantity order for corporate segment more than the customer segment. So in this slide, we want to look at the hypothesis whether we have to reject it or whether we not reject it. And this first slide also only shows one tail, and the t-state, if you can see the highlight numbers, it's the t-stats is 0.1496 and the critical one tail is 1.6546. So you can look at the curve here. The t-stats is not is not out of the rejection zone, which mean we do not reject the null hypothesis. Okay, on the next slide is the average profit per transaction would be different between technology and office supplies category. And if you can look at the columns below on the highlights, the T-stats is negative 0.9634 or 35, and the T-critical two-tail is 1.9752. And you can see the curve. It shows that the T-stats is inside of the curveball, meaning that it is not outside. It is not in the rejection zone. Based on my calculations, we do not reject the null hypothesis. Next is estimation of linear regression model. If you can see in these columns, in these tables, the coefficient for intercepts is 34.4533, and the coefficients for cells is negative 0.0101. And if you can see the scatter plot here, it didn't show any movement. It is only like in one line, and if not, it didn't show any increase of the relationship between sales and profit. So the base profit when no sales are made, or the mean profit when sales are 0, is represented by the y-intercepts 34.4533. The predicted drop in profit for every unit decreases in sales is represented by the slope coefficient, which is negative 0.0101. Next is the hypothesis testing in linear relationship between sales and profit. In the table below, if you can look at the highlight part, P stats negative 0.2822, and if you can see at the curve, it didn't show that the T stat, it didn't show that it got in the rejection zone, so hence we do not reject the hypothesis. And then lastly is the conclusion. Based on the report that I made and the calculation that I made, the research offer a very insightful viewpoints regarding improving strategic planning and also increasing business efficiency. And that is all from me. Thank you.